Oh yeah. I guess we're going to do another baling video. Yeah, I think so. The only difference is I'm in a passenger seat. We have a trainee. He's run it before. Actually, I got two trainees today. I got Carl in the stack wagon because Timothy took off. Never to be seen again. So, anyway, so I got Carl in the stack wagon. I got the Paytonimore here on the baler. I got my dad on the hay rake. And I'm a teacher for the day. So, yeah. We're in some pretty decent monster windrows. It looks exactly the same way over on the other side. See that? Check that out. Check that out. Yeah. So we're just making hay. And I'm going to hop out of this thing and climb up on the back. Peyton, you're going to hear a beeping and stuff because I'm going to open up the hood and see if we can catch some nodder cycles as we're going. Right. So just don't be alarmed. Alright. So I'm going to go do things that New Holland will not allow you to do. Or anybody else for that matter. Now I'm sure I got all the safety Sallies freaking out right now because I jumped out of a moving tractor and onto a moving baler. I just love that noise. Now watch. This is how this thing works. That's your meter. Trips it, boom, comes down, works the nodder cycle. Those flags are indicators for on in the cab. You can look in the mirrors and see those indicators working, popping up and down. Really a nice feature. Heston does it, New Holland does it. I guess Heston, Massey, Ferguson now. You just got to be politically correct. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is what I told Peyton to not be alarmed with, is I'm actually going to lift this bad boy up. It's about to trip. Ready? That fast, it made 2 knots. Now we're getting some crap up on the top here. And what I normally do is blow it out with the leaf blower that's here. But watch this. When I turn that on, watch it. Boom. See all that stuff come out of there? There's a fan system that blows the nodders off. It's very important to keep these nodders clean. If you don't want misties and problems like that, you really, really, really got to keep those nodders clean. Now, I think there should be an acceleration. Now, watch this. When it makes a knot, you're going to see some stuff go flying. Here it goes, about ready to trip again. Well, I guess not too much came out. Now, you can see all this, that rod that's moving up and down there. That thing is the safety. If we break a shear bolt, that rod will actually pull the needles out of the bale chamber. I don't know if you can see it too well. Yeah, you can see it. Kind of going back and forth. Now, I'm going to get a GoPro camera and stick in there. You hear that distinct clicking noise? That are actually the hay dogs. What the hay dogs do is stops the hay that's been compressed from going back into the bale, into the compression chamber. You have the plunger. There's a pre-charge chamber in the bottom, and that fills up with hay. And from that point, here it goes again. It fills that pre-charge chamber, stuffs a flake up in front of that plunger. There, we just made another bale. Stuffs that flake up in front of that plunger there. There we go. Boom. 1,500 pounds, by the way. So it stuffs that flake of hay up in front of that chamber, that plunger. The plunger compresses it. Those hay dogs are on the sides, bottom, and top. Actually, they're not on the bottom. They're on the sides and the top. The bottom has what they call hay wedges, and that divides the hay at the bottom of the bale so that the string can fit into a slot. Very intricate piece of equipment. There goes another one. Check that out. So now, Safety Sally here, coming down, boom, off the bale. I'm on the the ground. Kid's probably wondering what the hell happened. I'm gonna run up here and get up. Holy cow. Those are the stuffer forks. That is stuffing that hay right up in front of that plunger. Now watch it work. Here we go again. He's almost got another bale. You can watch it from this side. Boom. There it is. As long as there's a constant flow of hay in front of this thing, and there's not too much sticks and woody looking stuff, you can really make nice bales of hay. Peyton is 15 years old. I know if there's a lot of farm kids watching this, they're like, oh yeah, well, I was 14 or 12 or whatever when I was running a combine. But for all you non-farm kids out there and farm kid families, it's a really special thing when you get a 15-year-old kid and put him in charge of a $300,000 rig that's sitting in there. I mean, he's sitting in a $300,000 rig between those two pieces of equipment. If I bought a new tractor, it'd be closer to closer to 400,000, but probably more than 400,000. Be somewhere around 400,000. But anyways, cash paid out for those machines, there's $300,000. But anyways, so he's actually in production. He's enjoying himself. He's learning some things on family values and how to work for and work with your family, which will go throughout his life. Carl, that man in that tractor right there, was Peyton's age when he was working on a farm back in the 1950s and 60s. Carl is now 66 or 67. He's close to 67. And he's going to retire. That is my new truck driver. Timothy's gone for a while, or at least today. I don't know. He should be back tomorrow. But anyways, Carl is now in retirement age, and he wants to go back to doing what he was doing when he was a kid. So the farm never leaves you. As farm kids, if you think you hate the farm, you can hate the farm, hate it to death. But let me tell you, wake up, because when it's gone, you'll never go back. You know, like Carl says, he's like, he says, all I've ever wanted to do was farm my whole entire life. And I went to school with Carl's oldest son. His youngest son was, a couple of years younger than me. And, I didn't know either of them very well because I went to different schools. But yeah, Carl always wanted to farm. So here he is. He's back. He's watched my YouTube videos, got in contact with me. He is actually a YouTuber. I never would have met Carl without YouTube. But anyhow, that's just the long and the short of how that baler works and the production. And this is Carl's first day on that stack wagon, and I got to tell you, I'm slightly impressed. He has made that stack of hay right there. That's his deal. We're going to have it covered. Now we'll see how straight it is at the end of the day, but I think Carl's going to do a good job. We'll sit here and spy on him for a minute. He's probably going to be like camera shy, but he's not. He does a good job. And he'll probably get that thing up there just as Peyton is passing. And yeah, so he's doing it the right way. I have taught Carl how to do this, and I think Carl's the kind of guy that takes his time. He's not Roscoe Ramjet. He takes his time, gets the job done right. And here comes Peyton going by. There goes another bale, which is going to block our view. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome day today. I got Dad raking. Cody and Timothy are off. Tim's with his mother, and Cody is with his father. So Cody's my nephew, for those of you that do not know that, but Cody is my nephew. This my sister that passed away, that is her son. So anyhow, I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Probably one of the better videos I've made as of lately, because I'm sick and tired of working on a Ford F-150, but not really. I enjoyed the job. I mean, it was worse than anybody could think, but you know what? I did it part-time, and it's done now. And I even had a couple of naysayers, don't like my foul mouth. Well, you know what? I work by myself, and I can say fuck you if I want to. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. Cover your ears. This is a real world here. We don't all live in glass houses. Because if we did, I'd be throwing stones at it. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.